Prison guard beat me unconscious until he learned I was the warden starting work tomorrow. I'd been conducting an undercover assessment of Riverside Correctional for the past month, documenting severe misconduct by guards who thought they were untouchable. My civilian clothes and staged arrest warrant made me look like just another inmate being processed through their broken system. Guard Hutchinson spotted me immediately during intake, his eyes narrowing as he read my fabricated charges for white-collar fraud. Another rich boy who thought he was too smart to get caught, he sneered while rifling through my personal effects. The fake financial documents I'd planted as part of my cover convinced him I was exactly the type of privileged criminal he enjoyed breaking. When I asked about my phone call rights, he laughed and shoved me hard against the concrete wall. "You'll get your phone call when I decide you deserve it, trust fund boy." The systematic abuse began during the strip search when Hutchinson claimed I was resisting his commands. He forced me to stand spread eagle for 20 minutes while he conducted what he called a thorough inspection that included unnecessary physical contact designed to humiliate. When I flinched from his aggressive handling, he screamed about non-compliance and called for backup. 3 other guards arrived and watched as Hutchinson demonstrated proper subduing techniques using my body as a training dummy. They took turns practicing restraint holds that cut off my circulation while explaining how rich criminals needed special breaking-in procedures. The camera in the corner had been malfunctioning for weeks according to their casual conversation, making this the perfect location for their unofficial inmate orientation. Hutchinson's violence escalated in the holding cell when he discovered my college ring, which I'd forgotten to remove before the operation. "Harvard law degree won't help you in here, Professor," he snarled before backhanding me across the face hard enough to split my lip. The other guards formed a circle as he explained how educated inmates thought they were better than everyone else until reality adjusted their attitudes. They took turns delivering body shots that wouldn't show marks on my face, each punch accompanied by lessons about prison hierarchy. When I tried to speak, Hutchinson grabbed my throat and slammed my head against the cell bars repeatedly. "The only sounds I want to hear from you are 'yes, sir,' and 'thank you, sir,'" he commanded while blood ran down my face. The beating reached its peak when Hutchinson noticed my expensive watch, which was actually department-issued surveillance equipment recording everything. "Probably stole this from some old lady's purse," he declared, while ripping it from my wrist and smashing it against the floor. The impact triggered the emergency beacon inside, but Hutchinson interpreted my panicked expression as fear of losing stolen property. He grabbed a steel baton and began methodically targeting what he assumed were the bones of a thief, starting with my ribs and working systematically upward. The other guards cheered each impact while I struggled to remain conscious, knowing that calling for help would blow my cover but unable to endure much more without permanent damage. Everything changed at exactly 6 a.m. when Deputy Warden Morrison arrived for our scheduled private meeting. She found me semi-conscious on the cell floor, covered in blood, with 4 guards standing over me discussing how to explain my injuries as a fall downstairs. Morrison's face went white as she recognized me despite the beating, immediately screaming for medical assistance while ordering the guards to step away from the man they'd just discovered was their new boss. Hutchinson's confident smirk disappeared when Morrison addressed me as Warden Thompson, explaining to the horrified guards that they'd just committed felonious assault on the person sent to evaluate their performance. The emergency medical team documented 17 distinct injuries, including 2 cracked ribs and a concussion, while Internal Affairs photographed evidence of systematic brutality that would destroy 4 careers. The aftermath was swift and merciless. By noon, all 4 guards faced termination and federal charges for assault under color of authority, civil rights violations, and conspiracy to commit bodily harm. The surveillance equipment they destroyed contained audio recordings of their confessions to previous beatings, creating a comprehensive case of institutional violence. Hutchinson received an 18-month federal sentence, while his accomplices faced shorter terms based on their cooperation. The entire facility underwent immediate federal oversight, with new cameras, independent monitors, and mandatory body cameras for all staff. My undercover investigation led to the prosecution of 12 additional guards and the implementation of prisoner protection protocols that became the national standard for correctional reform.